Hey. It's always awkward when you start these things. Like,
You're like,
I don't know what to do.
2, 1.
And then there's no zero. And it's like the
Where
thing that's...
is the zero? Is the question.
I don't know.
Where's the zero?
Step it up, guys.
I know. I mean, at least NASA has blast off. Like,
they don't actually say that at all. We say that. They say ignition. That's before the remix to ignition. Yeah. I knew you were gonna do that.
Mama rolling the body, got every
Speaking
man
of,
in there wishing.
who has ever heard the regular song? Not the remix. I don't think it exists.
Did they just do remix to make the?
Well, that was back in
popular?
like 2005 when remixes were like literally the coolest thing in the world. I disagree. I like originals better. The Facebook feed is wildly boring right now. Okay. This is what we look like when we're waiting. So, Vlogmas Day 3. We have actually kept to our promise of doing a live every day. Cool, cool. So we wanted to talk about Christmas traditions. Specifically, what are they and what are they good for? So
anybody? Okay, first of all, anybody?
Ali G. It's a really bad Ali G impression. Technology. What is it? Is it good or is it whack? There's been a lot better Ali G impressions than that one.
There's not a whole lot of things, like, a lot of things will make me laugh, but there's not a whole lot of things that will, like, have me rolling and in tears laughing. Select sketches.
Sketches? It's like a skateboarding move.
Select skits that he does. I can't recover. I need a box of tissues. I'm laughing so hard.
Ali G was good. So we're like 3 minutes. We haven't even talked about Christmas. Yeah, so Christmas traditions in our families growing up. We've kind of touched on it a little bit with, like last night we were doing our Christmas tree. I talked about the pickle thing. It's an old, I believe it started in German. It's one of those things where, like, I don't know if it actually started in Germany, but that's what we were told. And you hide the pickle in the tree the morning of when the kids come out, and you have to find the pickle. Whoever finds the pickle gets to open up the first present. So we've done that for years growing up in my household. Now we've brought it to our household here. It's pretty fun. Kids are still too young to really.
Yeah.
Like, Charlotte could probably do it for the first time this year.
Oh my word! I think if we let them do that, if that determined, like, you couldn't open presents until you found the pickle, I think it would be till, like, at least 4 p.m.
Well, the trick would be to hide it not on the tallest rung of the tree. That might.
Well, you're supposed to put it, like, in the tree. Like, it's not supposed to be on. For those of you who don't know, it's not supposed to be like an ornament on the outer edges of the tree. It's supposed to be stuck in there.
Oh, you know what it reminds me of? Early on in Parks and Recreation, the kids are having a hard time at the egg hunt, finding all the eggs. And then it says, yeah, Tom hid the eggs really well. And then it cuts to him and says, yeah, I forgot to do that. That's the other thing that'll get her rolling. It's Parks and Recreation, baby.
It's like, it's funnier when you go back and watch it, because the first time around you miss stuff. You know, it's.
I'm so much bigger than you. I'm like,
because you're closer.
2 feet. I know, but they might not know it because they might think I'm just huge. I don't know. Perspective. Perspective is weird. So, what are some Christmas traditions that your family did growing up?
Well, one that always had a lot of laughs was, my parents started this when we were really young. Before we go out to the tree and look at stockings or anything like that, they would pull all of us kids, there's 5 of us, pull all of us into, and snuggle up in their bed and just kind of like sit, and usually my dad was getting stuff ready. out at the Christmas tree, but I can't tell you how many times we were dying laughing because of morning gas.
I was gonna say, I was wondering if I wanted to go there with a joke, like somebody Dutch oven. The other people.
Every year.
Yeah.
Every year.
Who was the worst one about that?
Not me. If I named names, my siblings would be pretty upset. But
they know who they are.
You know who you are.
Yeah.
But every year somebody would rip one.
Rip run.
And just we would just be dying laughing and like try and shove the person out of the bed and it's like, oh, I can't believe you did that, but it happens every year. And
yeah, you guys still did it.
It's not like what you would expect.
Man, the last 5 years somebody's ripped a giant toot. Sorry about the word. I use the word toot because we got little kids. Somebody ripped a giant one. It's terrible every year, and you still do it.
I know. I'm not bored. I keep yawning. I'm not bored. I'm a mother of two, and
What is 9:36?
we're so old. I'm a mother of two and growing one inside of me, 6 months pregnant, so I'd be tired.
Yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, so that one's fun. But I think what we did,
We've also brought bringing the kids into our room. We've brought that to our family too.
Yes, we do that for us, like our family unit.
Yeah.
But we also have started, just like other traditions, where we kind of picked and chose the things that we liked from each family and brought it. But then we also said, let's do some things that are just ours.
Yeah,
New, because I think when you establish a new family unit, that's important, because then you have your own identity and you set your own traditions, and I just think it's important for bonding and just establishing a really good family unit relationship, because if you're always taking from somebody else, it's good to do traditions, but I also think there has to be meaning behind it. So developing traditions that are meaningful for you, because you'll grow up with some traditions that aren't necessarily, you do them because your family does them, but they aren't necessarily meaningful for you, and that's okay. Mm-hmm. To do your own thing.
Yeah.
So
it's basically just finding what works. And cool thing is about Christmas is it comes around every year, so try some stuff out. If it doesn't go right, if it doesn't work out, or like especially in our stage of life, if the kids are just too small to get it, you just try it again next year, and you got not unlimited chances. That'd be cool, but you got a lot of chances to test things out and experiment.
A lot of chances to mess up.
Yep. Ain't that the truth?
Oh man, no, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm pretty much perfect.
Yeah, so we'd love to hear what you guys have as far as stuff you did when you were little. Like, what were your things that you felt most excited about on Christmas morning, Christmas Eve? We always get to open up a present, one of our presents on Christmas Eve. That was always cool. You would think that would do a lot for, like, kind of quenching some of the like crazy excitement for Christmas morning. It doesn't at all. It almost makes it worse.
It does make it worse.
It's just like you get a taste.
We did that 1 or 2 years. It was a family gift, and to me it's just like, it's kind of a letdown. It's like I only get to do one. As a kid, it's just like you want to do them all. Like you don't want to sit there and open up one. So it's kind of like one of those all or nothing things. Like, just wait.
Yep. I even was so excited that I was probably 9 or 10. I'm trying to remember where I lived. That would kind of age where it was. But my older brother and I got...
Wait, are you going to tell that story? What you did?
Should I not?
Let's save it for another day.
Oh, that's a tease.
I know. So you have to tune in.
Oh, yeah. We are going to make 25 videos. So
this is a very good story.
Don't let all your eggs out in the one basket on the third night of Vlogmas. Isn't that a saying or something?
Don't let all your eggs out in the one basket. Yes.
On day 3.
On day 3.
Of Vlogmas Love Doing Life.
That is a saying.
Yeah. I've heard it said by at least myself 2 minutes ago.
No,
So-
we're gonna, it's a very good story, and we're gonna save it for another day. And
Shenanigans.
Yes, if you
9-year-old shenanigans with older brothers.
if you have a sneaky child, this will be one that you will want to show them.
Well, no, I feel like,
And the
when that
consequences.
happened, like probably 1998, 99, you just have to kind of catch your kids doing it. You have to, like, the kids would be too loud or something like that. And I know this is terrible to talk about this and not tell you the story, so I apologize for that. But I'm thinking, like, nowadays, you got, like, Simply Safe, you got Nest cameras, you got all this stuff. You could totally do surveillance on your kids. Just stick a camera right there in front of the tree, December 1, and then you will be able to, you'll get alerts when those kids come sneaking. I'm saying, you can't do it anymore.
We're gonna do a day. I'm gonna write this down so I don't forget. We are gonna do a day where we give Christmas tips.
Christmas tips. And I think we're gonna do maybe day 17 is gonna be how to create a custom surveillance system for Christmas.
Christmas tips. We're gonna talk about that one day. Making sure your Christmas season goes off without a hitch. And so we'll spend, that'll be one of the days. But we also wanted to say that if you are, it's December 3rd, so if you have been looking for an Advent calendar to do with your kids, especially if they're younger, and it's great for older kids too, when you, because this month gets so busy and you feel like you have to do all the things, and you've got all the parties and all the school plays and musicals and concerts and all that stuff. But we designed a Vlogmas for either families who have very limited time or families with young kids, and it is a really great Advent calendar that each day you have something to talk about or a verse to read. So it just, if you really have a desire to keep Christ at the center of this season, this is a really, really great option for you, and you don't have to create anything at all. That's the hang up for me, is like searching for it, and then I've spent a week trying to search for something perfect, because I'm like, well, I don't want like half of this stuff, or I like this, or like you just feel like you're spending more time trying to put it together than actually doing it. And so we've just created something that's so simple and gets to the point, and you can find it at community.lovedoinglife.com. And it is available in the membership there, and we will put all the information plus a 50% off discount code that you can use, and you can try it, since it would be your first time if that's something that you're interested in. But it's something that we've been really excited about, not only the community but also the Advent calendar for this time of year, because it's hard when you've got a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old. Oh my goodness, today was hard. Today was a hard day.
I was at work for 8 hours. It was still hard. Just like several hours.
We went grocery shopping. We got back an hour and a half ago, and we're like,
yeah.
Can we have a new day, please?
There were some sweet moments in there. There always are. But it's just like, oh boy. Sometimes the attitudes don't click. But anyways, yeah, so we created it specifically with you guys, with young kids in mind, whether it be your own kids, your grandkids, anybody in that age group. And it's not even for like just age 2 to age 4 or 5, but it's simple. You could do it. I mean, you could do it. You could do it for a teenager if you wanted to. Especially if you've never really heard Advent before. Advent's not complex, but it's just kind of easier when it's
simplified.
We picked the verse, we picked a question, talking points, things like that. So it just makes sense.
Yeah.
So check it out at community.lovedoinglife.com. It's a mouthful.
We'll put all the info in the description so you have it there. But yeah, we would love for you to check it out, and it's definitely been our baby for a long time.
Yep. And keep an eye out on the blog for Christmas content. That's lovedoinglife.com. And We got some good stuff coming up in December. It's one of those things where the content kind of writes itself. It's easy to get excited about Christmas time and get that Christmas spirit going. We've got stuff we can write about Advent and Christmas holidays, you name it.
Yeah.
But stay tuned, and we'll see you tomorrow evening, probably.
Yeah, probably will be tomorrow.
Yeah, we try to do it at different times, but realistically,
we just want to do it together, and so
right.
and he's at work, it's like
it's hard to do it live.
Yeah.
Get FaceTime on here.
Patch you in there.
Get FaceTime on here, and then I'll just be on the screen like this. Where am I? And I block you every time. All right. So y'all have a good night.
And let us know in the comments your favorite Christmas tradition, because we always, not only do we want to hear about different Christmas traditions, but I think we're also like always on the lookout for something new and improved. So
absolutely,
if you have one that you
Christmas
truly love,
bungee jumping, I mean,
I don't want to do that. So if you have one that is really near and dear to your heart, please send it our way. It can be silly, it can be serious, anything. We would love to hear, because we love tradition.
Christmas haggis. All right. I'm running out of good ideas.
This is also the point and this happens a lot on my Instagram stories, where you run out of things to say and it gets really awkward because you're like, I don't know how to end this video. It's like...
And every live video ends with a reach.
Yes.
Like that. So I'm about to do that for real now. Y'all have a good night. Catch you later.